Hey guys, so really quickly, before the video even gets started, so we had a lot of issues and troubles with the audio in this video. I don't know if it was Discord or just me lagging or my connection to everybody else is really bad because usually we record it through Discord and I screen record and then edit everything around. So for this one, the audio is pretty shaky and rocky, but you guys could kind of figure out and make what sentences are which and how do we finish off each one. We kept the episode a little bit short because he just kept having audio issues, but um, thanks for watching. Here we go. Let's get it started. Three, two, and one. What's up, everybody? Episode 2 of For the Youth. Let's get it done. Woo! It's been a fat minute.
Been a minute. Yeah.
Partially my fault. Other issues with other people too, but mainly my fault. The last time we were supposed to record, I had bad allergies, really bad allergies. So I took allergy medicine and I slept for a really long time. And apologies to you guys, but you know, it comes with the territory of having really bad allergies. Thank you, mother. But yeah, episode 2. Let's get it done, guys. So when I wrote out or when we compiled the episode whatever together and the topic list, it was like what I saw on Twitter at the time and what I'm still seeing, and it's like simping. So simping 3 years ago is drastically different from like simping now. Like I remember 3 years ago when I was simping, I'd play like Joji, like some old Joji, and like I just go in my room, I lay down, get on my phone, I just like, you know.
Well, yeah. The point is, simping just meant you were sad for a minute back in the day.
Man,
Now,
I can't even like compliment a girl. Like I commented on this girl's post, and I was complimenting her, and then all you see is like a bunch of replies from like just dudes like, "Oh, you're a simp, you're a simp, you're a simp." I'm like, I'm just trying to like holler at old girl and call her cute. Like it's just
we just appreciating women out here.
Exactly. I can't appreciate women anymore. That's like sad. Even girls call me simps, bro.
Like, but you gotta remember, guys are each other's biggest enemies. If a guy likes a girl and another guy likes a girl, they're like total enemies. It doesn't matter if they knew each other, if they were close friends. When it comes to women, men turn so weird about that shit, though. Especially if they have mutual feelings about her. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
So the consensus we're coming to is that dudes calling other dudes simps is a combative technique to get at the female. Is that what we're saying right now?
In my opinion,
in honesty, yeah. Because when I go on TikToks, like I like reading the comment section on TikTok because I'm like, all right, like see how thirsty guys are, and like one guy to be like, "Oh, you're so cute," and you just get 100 replies to that one comment. And he's just like simp, big L simp, and I'm like, damn. Like I think.
But like then there's gonna be that one time where the girl responds and gives him like the best, like, "Oh, you're the greatest, thank you so much for it." And then it's gonna be like, and then there's gonna be those fucking assholes looking like, "Oh, well, maybe I should have told her."
It's so funny because you see like the guys who comment sip on that guy's comment, they'll be like later on in the replies, they'll be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, ma," and I'm like, "Damn, bro, you're really trying to tactic out like out combat this man."
I dare go so far as to say that the dudes calling other people simps are the true simps.
Honestly?
Yeah, because they're so concerned about it. Like, meanwhile, other dudes out here, they're just like out here confident. Oh, you know, you're cute. You got the fit today. You got the fit today. You know, just compliment, just live being a normal human being in society. And then you got dudes out here that calling other guys simps. Like, it don't make no sense.
It really doesn't, and it makes me sad. Because first of all, I don't like be calling a simp. Like I just don't like anybody calling me a simp unless I'm like actually like sad. But if you just call me a simp for complimenting, it's just like damn, like
that's
really might...
I think there's different definitions for the word simp. I mean, there could be like being like the act of being sad, but it could also be like people thinking like, oh, well, you're simping for a girl. You're like, you get me, kind of like, I don't know how you talk, but like. And in my opinion, I don't care. I compliment women all the time. If I mean, you three know me. You see me on Twitter. I'm the biggest shooter there, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm not simping. I'm out here living above his life. I don't care.
I want to say that the origin of the term simp, because like, so that's what I miss most about the word is not being able to use it the way that we used it like 3-4 years ago. Because like, sometimes you just have it, you just have a day out of a month. You're just a normal human being. You gotta be sad for a minute, right? I forgot what that one Disney movie's called, but it's the one where you gotta like feel all your emotions or whatever.
Oh,
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Right, you gotta be
Yeah.
sad. You gotta be sad for a minute. You gotta be sad for a minute. It's 3 a.m. and you simping, right?
Bro, you slap on some
you
Drake.
play
You play
some
Marvin's
Drake.
Room.
Marvin's Room, hell yeah.
You play Joji. You go through your business. You gotta feel that emotion. But now I want to say the reason it changed that term to what it is today is because when dudes simp, most of the time, it's probably over a few.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Transition, right? That transition from Listen, we could go into a whole other topic, but we're just gonna stick with simp right now, right? So that transition from like, most of when dudes simp, listen, Marvin's Room and all this, like they simping over a female, and then the word that and slowly transition to being like, oh, you're a simp, you're simping over a girl. Oh, now you're complimenting girls, you want to be loved, blah, blah, all this stuff. Like that's what it is. Just slowly changed because of its original meaning.
Yeah, and it's so saddening because I'm like, damn, like like you were saying, like I can't even enjoy simping anymore. Like when I actually like, am sad about like, it's not always about a female, but like when I'm just sad in general and I want to just like be in my mode, I'm like, damn. And everybody's
Can't
like,
even say you're simping no more.
Man,
can't even say it.
Makes me sad, but it just makes me angry. Fuck Twitter. I think that's the point we're at. Fuck Twitter.
We could have a whole topic about Twitter.
Man.
I hate Twitter.
Well,
I can't
It's not
stand
Twitter. I love Twitter. It's Twitter.
It's the people, the community.
The community of Twitter is too.
It's
Bro.
cancer.
Because
It's
also
it's not part of the lifestyle.
because when you go on a different app like Instagram, I don't see as much of it like that unless it's like a meme page or something. I feel like you get the hate on Twitter.
It's definitely.
Oh yeah, you get all the hate on Twitter, bro.
Like socially connected one because you can retweet and like everybody in your follow list can see that you retweeted it and so on and so forth. Like, so I feel like it's just so much connectivity between everybody.
But
like,
it's crazy.
I also love Twitter. I also love Twitter
Nah,
with
bro.
a passion.
Nah.
As much as I
I'm
hate
not
it,
gonna
I
let you
love
say
it.
that.
It's great.
People on there are just so disrespectful. You see something like you got like a female, or something, or like a dude or anybody at all is up for an attack. If you put Rick Grandma in your bio, and someone is going to attack you for it. They'll be like, hey, yo, I don't know, man. I'll have to find an example, but everyone that's been on Twitter knows what I'm talking about. Like, if you put like Rick Dad in like August, sometime in August, if like you disagree with someone, they're gonna be like, hey, yo, ask your daddy for his opinion. Like, someone's gonna say something, and it's so disrespectful. I hate it. I can't stand Twitter.
Yeah, I'll admit disrespectful of it all. It's great. It makes me
It's
laugh.
not.
Sometimes it really does. Like I can't even lie. Sometimes it's really.
It makes me laugh, but like it's like a bad laugh. It's like I cannot believe you really just said that.
I
It's dark
shouldn't
humor.
be laughing like this.
But we all do.
Yeah. But it just, and we can get on the topic of Twitter a completely other time. We could probably make a whole episode about Twitter because Twitter is just in and of itself a different breed, just different breed of people. But like, I want to switch gears. I want to get into some deep, juicy stuff. I'm trying to understand what makes y'all tick. So,
what you trying to do?
I want to talk about sleep. Man, I the other day I was thinking about this because right now, like with the Corona thing all going down, our sleep schedules are really like drastic from our normal sleep schedules.
I can tell you about that. Yeah,
It's heavily drastic, but I'm thinking back like 5 years ago. Like 5 years ago, what were we? Middle school?
No. Well,
freshman.
No,
freshmen.
freshmen.
Yeah,
We were freshmen.
freshmen. And I'm thinking about like back then, like we used to run on like probably like 4 hours of sleep. Especially in the school we went to, we probably ran on 4 hours of sleep, and that 4 hours of sleep was like enough to keep us going the entire day.
I want to say, I know Trevor ran more. I want to say I got like 6, maybe.
I got
Maybe
seven.
maybe 5, or around 5 or 4. On a good day, I
6.
probably get 6 or 7, but I don't think I ever got.
I feel it. But even so, like the sleep, like for me, my sleep schedule, like how I only had 4 hours of sleep, wasn't even because of homework. It was literally because like it was either gaming with you
Because
guys.
I wanted to be.
It was either, or I'd like sit in my room at night and just watch like 10 episodes of anime and call it a night.
Adrenaline of being a kid, like we we took advantage of it though.
Oh shit, I still do that shit now, bro. Even now.
Sadly, though.
Oh man, I can't do it.
It's only because we have nothing else to do.
Man. Okay, then going back to that, then like how much has like your sleeping schedule changed because of like the Rona? Because I know last episode we talked about in there how like 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. is the new like 8 p.m.
No, it was like 2 a.m. is the new 10 p.m.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm wondering like how much like, because I know for me, I've been going to sleep at like 4 a.m. every night since the whole Corona thing started, and like, and since I have a dog, I literally sleep for 2 hours, and then he's sleeping the entire time, and he wakes me up to like use the bathroom and eat, and I have to take care of him. And as soon as I literally feed him his bowl of food, I go in my room, close the door, and I sleep. Irresponsible, but like, I'm more so wondering like on your guys' end, especially you, Michael, because I know
It actually hasn't changed much for me at all. It's probably got better since I still work.
really, because I know last week it was your set,
Actually, you know what?
your 8 hour turnaround.
So when I say better, I mean that I sleep more, but the schedule that I work, so I know what you're getting at. You're getting at the fact that I work rotating shift work. Right now, for anyone that's listening, I'm in the Navy. I'm in the nuclear community of the Navy. I'm training in South Carolina to become a nuclear operator, right? And anyone that is a nuke or anyone that is listening to this knows that by the time I finish the pipeline, I still won't have known like everything that I should know, right? That comes with experience when I'm actually working out on the boat. But for now, I'm learning fundamental the knowledge to operate. The thing is, I'm working rotating shift work. So for 7 days in a row, last week, I worked from nearly 7 to 7:30 in the morning for 7 days in a row. I got a few days off because I'm a little ahead of our curve, our delta that we're supposed to meet every day. I'm a little bit ahead. So for 3 nights out of the 7, I got to come in. But at the least, I was working 8 hours a night. 4 of those days out of the 7, I was working 12 hours a night. Like I said, it's from 7 at night, 7 in the morning. Well, now that I've finished my rotation of mids, I'm working from coming up on Saturday. I'll be working from 4 or 3 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. So I have to rapidly shift my sleeping schedule in a period of 3 days. That's the hardest part. The being able to do that is challenging. Shifting that sleeping schedule in 3 days. I'm able to do it. I know other people in the nuclear, at least in my little community, have a hard time shifting their schedules, but luckily I've been blessed to not really have that problem. But I have been sleeping more. Since I'm still constantly working.
So what would like your average like? What would you get? How many hours of sleep do you usually get?
At least 6. Probably
No.
7 to 8. Probably 7
Well,
to 8.
that's not bad.
That's pretty good. Hey,
Yeah,
that's pretty
it's
good.
not bad.
But then, okay, so how about you, Ricky and Trevor? How about you guys? How like, because I know y'all not sleep like, because I stay up until 4 a.m. and I know you guys aren't playing the game at 4 a.m. because that's what I'm doing.
Lately, I have since I've been playing Animal Crossing. I've been up really late, but my old sleeping schedule used to be amazing. I used to go to sleep around like 9 to 10, wake up around like 6. Now it's like I go to sleep around like 2 o'clock and wake up at 12.
Jeez.
And I'm waking up with like the biggest headaches. But
Dang.
Yeah,
I
because
miss
too
my
much
sleeping
sleep,
schedule.
bro. Too much
Yeah.
sleep, like
Yeah, I can.
I hate that shit, bro. I
Overwhelmed.
hate like going to sleep and like I'm sleeping for like 12 hours and I wake up with like this huge headache. And I'm like, damn.
It's groggy.
I feel like I got a hangover. I
Definitely,
don't really
dude.
drink like that. It kind of just makes me sad more than anything.
The sound of it sounds good, like, oh, get some extra sleep, but really, like, there's consequences.
Man,
Not the greatest.
because it would have been better to get this much sleep while I was like in school and while I was commuting, because
Yeah.
that's when I needed it. But now like I have a surplus of sleep, and it's really bad. Sometimes like, and then I've been watching like creepypastas at night, so like I also can't even sleep because I'm just scared and like I fear for my life. For all y'all who don't know what creepypastas are, I suggest you look them up and listen to them. Or I just watch like weird Tinder stories on YouTube. Shit's weird, bro. But and it's just, I don't know. Like sleep is just one of those things that like you can never get right, because you can have too much, you can have too little, and it's rare that you get the amount that's just right, that like small like percentile window.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that window it should be around about 8 hours. But it's
Yeah.
hard to fixate yourself on that when we have something like the coronavirus affecting all of our work schedules, our school schedules, because that comes with motivation, right? You got to be a little motivated to get out of bed. You got to have a purpose. Otherwise, it'll be 10 o'clock at night when you normally go to sleep, and you'll be like, well, I'll just watch one more episode. I'll just watch one more video. I'll just play one more game, and eventually, over a period of 3 weeks, now your new sleeping time is 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? Waking up at 12 in the afternoon or 10 or 1 or whenever, because you don't have to. For what reason would you get up, right?
Mhm.
I can't go to the gym. There's no
No.
gym. I can't go to the
No.
gym. I can't go to for some people. I might as well just get some Z's, you know?
Yeah.
But then that just screws it over, and then you wake up groggy. You oversleep, right? That's not good.
And it's so crazy because even when like for me for school, I probably go to sleep at 1 a.m. every day, and I'd have to wake up at like 5 a.m. to commute to school, and I do that since the beginning of the semester, and like it always worked for me. For me personally, that the 8 hour window that we're supposed to have, when I usually get 8 hours of sleep, that's when I'm like groggy, that's when I'm slow, that's when I'm like not all there.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I don't know where it stemmed from, but like 4 hours of sleep is my time. If I can get 4 hours of sleep in any day, I can stay up for probably 26 hours straight with no problem.
26 hours.
I can stay up a whole day. I've done it. I've been doing it like probably in the past 3 weeks. I've stayed up like 3 times for like 26 hours. I'd wake up at like 10, stay up until 12 the next morning, 12 p.m.
I can't do that. I get exhausted, dude.
Yeah, I don't know where it stems from, and the only reason like I sleep is because I take allergy medicine, and when I take that allergy medicine, that's when I just knock out.
Yeah, what kind of allergy medicines are you taking? Let me get some.
I wouldn't even call it like, I don't know. I wouldn't call like myself an insomniac, but it's just, hey, I just can't sleep. Too much on my mind.
But one thing is like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the time's just flying.
Bro,
Like,
no,
like really
100%.
quickly.
100%.
Man, when I was going back in the files to look at the upload to test audio and all that, I saw the first video we made on the 29th, and it's now the 16th.
That was the 29th.
March 29th, and now it's April 16th.
Wow, I thought it was like 5th or something.
It's been 2 weeks, and it's like, it even like 2 weeks ago seems like it's been like a month. It feels like we haven't even recorded or like posted a video in like forever, but it hasn't even been that long.
Me, it feels like we did it like last week.
Yeah, it feels like last week.
Time is flying by. It feels like it was so quick. You're making it sound it's been. What?
It's been, I don't know about y'all, but I've been losing track of days. Like, I wake up and wonder if I have like class in the morning. I'm like, huh. It's today the day.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing.
And it's really bad. But I can tell you, we passing all classes with a B though.
D's get your degrees.
Oh my.
But since we're going on the topic of sleep, now let's dive into dreams. Like,
Dreaming, man.
Oh my gosh, I love dreams. Daydreaming. I think daydreams are probably like my best form of dreams. I like sitting in the classroom and just like thinking of all the adventures I could go on if I had the money. Like it's
I
just
feel it.
Thinking if like a burglar came in the class, how you're gonna save everybody and be the hero.
man, like bro, it's just so nice. And like I used to like fantasize about like while it's daydreaming in class, I'd be like, oh, what if a robber came in? Like, what are the necessary precautions I would go through? Like, would I barricade the door? And most of the time, I was like the hero, and like I'd fight the burglar or like the shooter or whatever, and I'd fight him, and like, and like I snatched the gun away from him, and I'll just like hit him a few times, and then like everybody's like, oh, Tadiko's the hero, and it's like, yeah, I hope it never happens, but like, because that's not how I'm gonna react, because I'm gonna be fearing for my life. But
I think everyone's had those "you're the hero."
Oh, that's
Me is who am I gonna say?
bro, I be thinking like, oh, I want to impress this girl. She's gonna be like, oh, Taniko, oh, thank you. You're so brave. You're so kind. And I'm like,
Jeez.
you already know.
I haven't had a minute.
Simp.
Hey, I just like my imagination. But like, one of the questions I want to ask you guys about dreams is like, what's one dream you like vividly remember that you can just like recall straight from the jump?
That's a
Okay,
good question.
I'll start because one thing that I've noticed a lot lately is my memory is going really bad. So I honestly couldn't tell you of a dream off the top of my head. I could tell you of this one nightmare I had, which was honestly probably one of the worst things I like ever had. Not even because it was like scary, it's because it was how realistic the dream was and like all the circumstances that happened. That is the only reason why I've ever remembered this one specific nightmare. Other than that, I never remember my dreams. Like I'll remember them for that day. I'll be like, man, this was great. I loved it. And then the next day I forget because I'll have another dream.
But can you tell us the nightmare though?
Off screen, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but it's because I'm a firm believer in like dreams could possibly be like a way of telling what's really.
Oh, manifestation. Like, yeah, I get you. You want to manifest it. I feel you.
So like, yeah, we'll leave it off the stream for now.
Mhm.
Maybe another. But yeah, that was my take on it.
Yeah, I feel you. Y'all probably gonna call me a simp, and people are also gonna probably call me a simp. But some of the dreams like I can like vividly remember are like dreams about exes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily like I don't think it's like a premonition of how things are gonna go down, but I get like these sort of like deja vu dreams. Like
I get you.
it's like you have these events, you recall them like, and I it's just so weird because when they actually happen, I'm like, and they don't happen like weeks or days. They like happen months,
like
months far out. Like I just for like one ex, like I just didn't like. I had to dream like months, like probably like 4 or 5 months ahead of time. And I was like, oh, it's just a dream, you know. My mind is crazy, you know. It does the darndest things. And then like it happened, and I was like, I got this like strange sense of deja vu, and I was like, damn. But I don't know if that's like the universe telling me like it was giving me some sort of warning or tip, but I just
that's the. I don't want to say it's a dangerous thing, but I also kind of let my dreams influence me a little too much. Like I'll have a dream about something, maybe about like a feeling or something, and then I'll go off the wall on it when I wake up. I'll be like, why did I dream about that? Like, am I really thinking that way? Is it like this, that? And then I'll let it influence me and I'll let it bother me. Even though it was just a dream. And I know you said that you want to know one dream. I'm kind of with Trevor. It's something that has to be told off screen because I don't really know if I want to talk. Maybe like when this podcast has 2 million followers and it's
okay
down the road a little bit. I'll talk about because I won't dream, but like recently I had a dream that was. It was a lot. It wasn't really a nightmare, but it was like, it wasn't a good dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't good. There were a couple aspects of it that were nice, but most of it was just like really saddening. And it's an influencer. I was thinking about it for a while, and I don't know.
So then that poses me, like, brings me to like a question I have. Like, so yeah, from your answers, I know you guys are like firm believers of like dreams have meaning. Like,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they do.
now, do you think every dream has meaning, or like so those instances, like the very detailed and vivid dreams you guys can think of, are those the only ones that have meaning, or do they all just like come together and like?
I think
Personally think I think it depends on what. Yeah, I think it depends on what you dream. Because I mean, think about it. Everybody has those dreams where you feel like you're falling out of the sky, and you like, but like, in reality, is that really gonna happen to many people? Like, it's very.
I know what you mean.
Because
But there are
I've
certain
like,
things that you can feel like that do have.
It
Sorry,
doesn't.
go ahead.
It doesn't have to be literal. It doesn't have to be like you're not
Yeah.
actually gonna fall aside, but it could be a feeling of something. Like you feel like you're out of in some
Yeah.
aspect or something.
or because I have another friend who has like a dream journal. He has like all these like what certain things in dreams, like the word's slipping my mind, but like what the symbolism of certain things in dreams, like say like falling through the sky. And,
Yeah.
that would be symbolic of how you feeling swamped. I don't know, but so in that case, that's what I'm wondering, because you can have like a really basic, like normal, very chill dream where you just like you wake up, you go to class, something weird happens, like a tiger pops in the classroom, and then you wake up. Like, how would you go about that dream? Would you like just
I mean,
just take
I
it?
get
just,
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Misinterpreted the first time. I
yeah.
thought you meant like, do I believe that all the dreams have a possibility of like becoming a reality in some sense?
Oh no,
Or-
just
or-
like what are they symbolic of? Do you think like certain things in dreams, or even the most basic dream, always has like symbolism in it?
Oh yeah, I believe that just about everything dream, because I mean the mind it doesn't just think of random. It doesn't work on its own necessarily. I mean, I don't know how to put it, but like from my aspect, I would think like everything that is in that you're thinking of, that you're when you're dreaming, has to do with something that's either happening, might happen, whether it's really like a symbolic, like you said, maybe the falling in a dream means that you're just stressed, it's you releasing simple shit like that. Like I believe that, yeah, that's a possibility. I think of stuff like that all the time. I think my dreams personally have a lot to do with what's going on around me.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Because
I don't know, because like me, not.
Ooh. Hold on, Ricky. Yo, whoa, your mic. Woo. Could you repeat that, please? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No. I don't really have dreams. I mainly have deja vus. It's
Really?
rare that I have a. Yeah. If it's not a deja vu, I'm just in a deep sleep.
Word. I mean, even subconsciously, what I've been learning in psych is that like even when you're like you don't think you dream, you're actually dreaming. You just can't recall anything from the dream. Because there's level to subconsciousness. I'm not gonna give y'all because the whole spiel about it, but yeah, there's certain levels to it. You can be like, the deeper you go, I think the more vividly and like the more you can interact in your dream. And like that, y'all, we are done with the episode. Another one in the books. Let's get a round of applause.
Yeah.
Woo! Episode 2, kind of short, not as long as the last one, but hopefully it's in like a small digestible piece. So that
We gotta
way,
come back from, we can't do all of it in peace. Right? We got this else to give out. It's not a one-time meal, right?
exactly. It's a banquet, You're at
Buffet.
a endless
Come
buffet. All
Back
you can
next
eat.
week, yeah. Buffet.
Yeah, next week, we'll be out here doing more, If you guys have
Skip a lot of
anything,
episodes.
any topics you guys want us to cover, you know, just let us out. Shout us out on IG. You can our personals, or you can hit the podcast page, and then we'll just answer your questions then.
Thank you.
So this is Tamiko signing off.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.